Wow, 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 wow. Alright, chapter 3, Encounter. Here we go. What are we encountering? I don't know what this is actually about, so here we go. Oh, we're beginning with Satoshi.
天神5番地のこれ23だよな。それとも33か？
Is this before or after everything that's happened? This is before. Oh, this is definitely before. This really wasn't my day. I knocked over my alarm clock this morning, and of course it stopped working. The very last pork sandwich sold out right before my eyes during lunch. And I was roped into a favor when I happened upon my homeroom teacher, Mr. Yamazaki, long after the school day had ended. So now, like it or not, I was on my way to deliver some notes to Miss Yui, our homeroom TA, who was out sick with a cold. Oh! He's going to Miss Yui's house? I don't know where this is going.
天神5番地23の11、ここか。これが6番地。
This is really weird.
33の77とかじゃなければだけど。
Ah, I stopped and compared the memo in my hand with the apartment building in front of me. It was 2 stories tall and looked a little on the shabby side. Well, she's a 23-year-old. What do you expect? 23-year-olds don't have a lot of money. Probably about 20 years old. It didn't seem very solid, nor was it particularly stylish or chic. It was completely unremarkable structure in every way.
ここの207号室。
Yeah, young people don't get a lot of money when they first start working, so I can understand why she lives in that kind of apartment complex. I was really getting fed up with this handwriting, and from a teacher, no less. In any case, it seems certain the apartment was on the 2nd floor, so I trudged up the startlingly narrow, steep stairs. The metal staircase was thoroughly blotched with patches of rust. Nice. Why would someone live in such a rundown apartment building?
先生の給料ってもしかしてすごく安かったりするのか?
Yes! They are! I know firsthand experience, they are that low! I'm not a teacher. But I know a lot of teachers, and my mom was one. I felt a little sorry for her, but in a way, this place kind of fit her personality. With that thought in mind, I turned my attention towards apartment 201.
ここが201号室か。
Isn't her class 301 or 201? I think the class is 301, but it would be funny if her apartment was 301, just like the homeroom. The doorplate for the room nearest the stairs had a name I didn't recognize scribbled on it.
ってことはこの奥か。
Passing room 201, oh, it's not 201, I continued down the narrow walkway toward the end. Wandering alone around an apartment building I'd never been to before made me feel kind of nervous. It wasn't like I was doing anything wrong, but my back still tensed up as I maneuvered around piled up straws, plastic toys, and bundles of newspapers. And then finally, I arrived at the last door. Miss Yui's door. Oh, she lives at 207. This was it. I breathed a sigh of relief. The doorplate for apartment 207 read Shishido. For an adult's handwriting, especially, the letters were rounded and overly cutesy. Why are we not allowed to see it? This was Miss Yui's place, alright. We only see the nameplate. We don't see the Miss Yui, or Miss Shishido, I meant. Yeah, Miss Shishido. I leaned in to read something written in small script on the corner of the door plate.
大病注意って猛犬注意じゃなくて
Cats can be violent, dude.
ゆい先生らしいや
Cats can be violent, dude. So how exactly does one beware a house cat? My cat's 20 pounds, so I want to say you should beware of house cats, because mine is 20 pounds and will kill you if she wanted to. Is it even possible for a house cat to be threatening? Yes. At any rate, I confirmed beyond a shadow of doubt that this was Miss Yui's place, so my errand was nearing its end. No, it was not.
山崎先生もひどいよな。風邪ひいたクラスメートにプリント持っていくならわかるけど、風邪ひいた副担の先生のうちに授業のノートを届けろって。絶対におかしい。間違いなくこれ担任の仕事だよ。
He'd said he was busy with meetings, though, and really needed one of his students to help him out. But was it really okay to entrust a school student with confidential class notes?
これ、生徒が読んじゃまずいノートなんじゃないのか?
My mind kept drifting from one question to another, and I'd become acutely aware of the inherent value in these notes I held in my bag. But tempting as it was, I just couldn't bring myself to look at them. Mr. Yamazaki put his fate in me, after all. And I was stronger than that. I couldn't let this get the best of me. At any rate, I was here. I should have just been able to drop off the notes and be on my way. Putting all my doubts and misgivings aside, I rang the doorbell. And then I waited. And waited, and waited some more, but there was no answer.
俺、呼び鈴をしたよな。ゆい先生!
I rang the bell again, and also tried calling out. But there was still no response.
どうしよう。寝てんのかな。起こしちゃ悪いけど、でも心配だしな。
When we heard that Miss Yui was staying home sick today, we were all pretty disappointed. That's why part of me was actually a little happy that I was asked to run these over to her. I figured I'd be able to check in, see how she was doing, and let everyone at school know that she was feeling better.
けど会えないっていうのは想定外だったな。ゆい先生! ゆい先生!
She's gonna wake up at the last minute, like right before he walks away. She's just gonna come up saying, "Oh, hi, Satoshi."
ゆい先生、すみません。
She was probably sleeping, or out at the doctor's or something. What if she was hurt? I tried opening the mail slot and peeking in. I thought maybe I could get a glimpse of the room inside.
ゆい先生。
It felt kind of wrong peeking into someone's house without their permission. But I was legitimately worried about Miss Yui's health, so my conscience was clear on this one. Whoa! Freaking ass! Oh my god, a cat scared me! Why did a cat scare me? House cats are dangerous! Oh boy. A well-groomed cat was facing the door and staring back at me. With its head tilted slightly to the side, it let out an adorable meow. This must be the cat I was instructed to beware. And since Miss Yui was always going on and on about her little buddy, I was pretty sure I remembered his name.
この子が噂のモレ
Moret!
じゃなくて
Moret! Yay!
何
Wait, Monet. Oops, Monet.
そうだ
I was going off of what he was saying. Okay, it's Monet. The cat's Monet. Damn it.
綺麗な猫だな
Shit, I fucked up. Miss Yui talked about her cat a lot in class, so pretty much the whole school had heard of him. She even had some tins of cat food hidden on a shelf in the classroom, probably because she'd bought too much and had no room for them in her apartment.
モネ
Are you
先
gonna
生はいるか
Are you gonna try petting the cat through the mail slot?
先生
The cat's gonna bite you.
起こしてきてほしいんだモネ頼むよ
Oh my god.
やっぱり無理か
Is it gonna meow every time I click the mouse? Oh, okay, I didn't mail that time. My shoulders sank. I felt defeated. What the hell was I doing? I closed the mail slide and stood back up.
弱ったな。ゆい先生、どうしたんだろう。どっか外出中とか？空いてたりしないかな。
Lost in this speculation, I placed my hand on the doorknob. And with a quick twist, I turned it and pushed down the door, opening it easily. Oh, he just broke it into his teacher's apartment.
鍵かかってないのか。
Well, he wasn't breaking in because the door was unlocked.
大変だ。お前のご主人様は不用心だな。鍵もかけてないなんて。
Monet's whiskers twitched as I called out to him from the entranceway.
なんだ？その通りだにゃって。モネもやっぱりそう思うか。
Here I was talking to a cat. Was this what I'd become?
どうしよう。
I love this chapter. I was feeling pretty uneasy. Not only had I peeped into someone's home, I'd walk in without a second thought. Moreover, this was where Miss Yui lived, alone. In other words, a woman's apartment. No matter how many times I reminded myself that I was here on an errand, I couldn't help feeling that I not only crossed the line, but leaped over it.
Yui sensei.
You kind of did, because you did walk into your teacher's house. I tried calling her name one last time. But as suspected, there was no answer.
本当にどうしようかな。
Look around the house. I was trying hard to avoid being too nosy, but my eyes inevitably began surveying the room. The apartment entrance led out immediately into the kitchen, and beyond that, there was a sliding door to some other room. I could see light through the gaps. I strained my ears, but there was nothing to hear. No signs of life whatsoever. Other than Monet's meowing. Miss Yui must have really been out. One more time. I tried calling out to her one more time, just to put my concerns at ease. I felt like I'd seem more suspicious if I stayed silent.
ゆい先生、持田です。
Still nothing. Maybe she was asleep on the other side of that door.
確かめてみ。いや。
Shaking my head fiercely, I cast out that sudden impulse. That was a terrible idea, pure and simple. Entering the apartment unannounced was bad enough, but walking all the way in, opening that sliding door and peeking inside? That was just too much!
っていうか、このタイミングでゆい先生が外から帰ってきたりしたら、俺、結構まずい。じゃなくて、
You're gonna do it
だい
anyway.
ぶまずい。
Monet mewed, as if in agreement. Panicking, I once again surveyed my surroundings. I almost felt like there were eyes on me, staring with disdain. But, of course, nobody was here.
あ、そうだ。書き置きを残していけばいいんじゃないか？
Wondering why I didn't think of this sooner, I dug into my bag for some paper and a pen.
山崎先生から頼まれたのでって書いて
That is intense writing!
俺のノートでいいや。ゆい先生
Crouching in the doorway, I ran my pen across the page. I brought class notes at Mr. Yamazaki's behest. Everyone has been worried about you. Sorry about barging into your apartment.
あと不用心だから 鍵はかけた方がいいと思いますと。
As I was writing the note, I sensed a presence in front of me. Until just a moment ago, this house had oh my gosh! This house had no signs of human life on it. Had? I'm sorry. Until just a moment ago, this house had no signs of human life in it. But now, I can feel someone standing directly ahead. Monet? Standing and looking down at me. Monet? Fidgeting nervously, I put down my pen. Raised my head slowly. And saw white. Slender. Ankle! Not the ankle! Shocked, I shot my head up, and there, standing before me, was Miss Yui. Wow.
Sensei.
I'm actually surprised by the amount of something she's showing me right now. I'm sorry. Why? She was looking right at me, but she seemed directly out of sorts. Decidedly out of sorts. Her hair looked disheveled, her gaze was unsteady, and her pajamas were in complete disarray. She was like a completely different person from the usual camped educator we come to know and love.
ゆい先生、俺勝手に入っちゃって。
I stood up frantically and held out the note I'd been writing. But... Miss Yui was just standing there, stupefied, with a completely vacant expression on her face.
先生。
I called out to her as gently as I could. But... She was really dazed. Is she hungover? She seemed almost like a ghost.
先生、どうしちゃったんだよ。
I had a sudden, uneasy feeling. Worried, I walked up to Miss Yui, grabbed her shoulders, and tried to snap her out of it by shaking her. But instead... This just seemed to make her cough. Oh, she's really sick. She's really sick.
先生。
These were wet, reductive coughs, and the spits snotting out of Miss Yui's mouth. Shooting out Miss Yui's mouth with each one. I frantically tried to shield my face from the spray, but my reaction time just wasn't quick enough. I put a hand to her cheek and found thick with a slimy film of saliva. Wow. She is extremely sick.
大丈夫？ゆい先生。
Miss Yui hobbled back a little, then fell to her knees with a thud. She had completely sprawled out in the hallway, moaning and groaning the whole time.
先生。
Wiping the spatterings from my own face, I leaned over and took a better look at hers. She is really out of it. It was bright red. Strained breathing, a stuffy nose, and a visibly high fever on top of it all. She was sick as she could be.
寒いの？でも汗かいてるよ。
Got a blanket. I thought maybe her sweat had cooled her down, but then realized her disheveled pajamas certainly weren't doing her any favors. With heart pounding a mile a minute and face red as a traffic light, I set about buttoning her up.
ゆい先生、俺のことわかる？持田だよ。寒いならちゃんと布団で寝ないと。でないと治るもんも治らないって。
Oh. She absentmindedly extended her shaking arms like a zombie, slowly reopened her eyes, and looked up at me. It was the gaze of a severely fevered mind.
ゆい先生、
What? Yeah, what I was thinking. Miss Yui was clinging to me tightly. I couldn't move. I was frozen in shock. She began to weep.
Tsukasa? 先生待って、人違いだよ。
It seemed like I wasn't getting through to her at all. And the sensation of her chest as she held me was making it virtually impossible to fight her grip. I was utterly powerless against this opponent. I'd never realized before just how soft a woman's chest really was. God, am I that weak-willed? I had to remind myself that Miss Yui had me confused with someone else. And mustering all the strength I could, I gripped her arms and tried to pry them off of me. But she was a lot stronger than I anticipated and wouldn't let me get away. As she squeezed me tightly, I felt as though my upper body might collapse under the pressure of her softest parts. I was blushing uncontrollably.
ゆい先生、ちょっと離れて。先生ってば。
I struggled to wiggle free, but Miss Yui only grabbed me tighter. Our bodies were getting more and more intertwined. And every time I squirmed, Miss Yui would just pull me in even closer. As her chest rose and fell radically, droplets of sweat slid down into her cleavage. I could feel the heat of her fever radiating off of her slightly encroaching face, as well as the shoulders I grabbed in an effort to push away. Questions were swirling around in my head. Why was Miss Yui crying? And who is this Tsukasa person? But I was most concerned for the state of her pajamas, which had become even more disheveled during our struggle.
先生、パジャマ、ズボン。
Her pants were slowly sliding off.
ゆい先生ってば。
Realizing that not a single word was getting through to her, I sighed resignedly. I've taken care of Yuka any number of times when she caught a cold and drawn a fever. I don't recall it ever getting this bad. Miss Yui was usually calm, collected, and rational. Who would have ever imagined that a fever could leave her so thoroughly discombobulated?
ゆい先生、ちょっと。もう。
I put more strength into my resistance, and finally her arms relaxed just a tiny bit. Just the tiniest bit. But her expression changed drastically.
先生、 俺は持田聡で司って人じゃ。
Miss Yui was acting like a spoiled child. Slipping out of the shoes I'd still been wearing, I again drew close to her sprawled out form. There was no way I could just leave her here like this.
後で気がついて怪しまないでくれよ。
Miss Yui let out a lethargic groan, perhaps in response to my quiet murmurings. At my wit's end, I grabbed hold of her and did my best to carry her into the back room. Gently wheeling her over to her unfurled futon, I then carefully laid her down, making sure I didn't drop her in the process. Then there was the matter of rebuttoning those pesky pajamas again. I hesitantly pulled up her pajama bottoms and brushed away the stray hairs that were plastered to her brow with sweat. I did my best to avoid seeing anything I shouldn't, but I am a guy, so my heart was pounding the whole time. And something else was doing something. So Miss Yui's pajamas were soaked through with sweat. She really might have been better off without a change of clothes altogether. But no, that would have been going way too far.
タオルとか何か拭くものでもあれば。
Noticing a convenience store bag carelessly tossed to the floor, I glanced inside.
なんだ、冷却シート買ってきてあるじゃん。なんで使ってないんだか。もう。先生、ヒヤッとするけど我慢してね。これでよし。
Wait, why is he holding Monet? Where did Monet come from? Why is he holding him? I placed one of the compresses on her forehead and pulled the covers over her. Miss Yui appeared almost instantly relieved. She exhaled contentedly and her breathing became more relaxed. Finally, she was asleep. Are we only going to get sound effects? Even in sleep, Miss Yui seemed to be suffering.
モネ。なんだ、先生が心配か。だよな。俺もここまでひどいことになってるとは思わなかったよ。
My head coiled up on my legs without me noticing. I began absentmindedly speaking to him. He mewed in response, and our conversation ended there, as my gaze was still fixed squarely on Miss Yui.
さて、どうしようか。ゆい先生。
Well, he seems like he's stuck there.
俺、このまま帰っても大丈夫？
Probably not. She wasn't in any condition to respond. But
ゆい先生。
Miss Yui's hand had slipped out from under the futon and was gently grasping my pant leg. That explains this going on right there. I don't know if you see my mouse in this game. Her grip was much weaker than before. But I knew I'd probably regret it if I went home now. Miss Yui just seemed really lonely.
仕方ないな。
Without disturbing Miss Yui's hold on me, I took a seat beside her. For the time being, I figured I'd just watch over her and make sure her condition didn't worsen. This is one hell of a cold. Occasionally, Miss Yui's breathing would become ragged and she'd furrow her brow. She was in a pretty bad way.
辛そうだな。
Wasn't there anything else I could do? I glanced quietly down the hallway. I noticed when I carried Miss Yui here that the kitchen near the entrance was perfectly neat and tidy. There wasn't any indication that it had been used that day at all.
飯食ってるのかな。
Monet's gaze shifted suddenly. I followed it and saw pet bowls laid out in the corner of the room. One dish was filled to the brim with water, and the other was piled high with dry cat food.
なるほど。モネはちゃんと食べてるんだな。熱出してあんな状態になってても、お前のことはちゃんと考えてくれてるんだな。でもさ、ゆい先生。 まずは自分の食事の心配をしようよ。
I mean, Monet got to eat too. She could eat with Monet, eat the cat food. I shook my head at the whole situation, then glanced down at Monet, who was tilting his head as if trying to understand me. I broke into a wry smile. When I pulled out the cold packs, I did notice some cheap convenience store food in the bag as well. I guess that was going to be her food for the day. Not exactly the best stuff to eat when you're sick.
米とあと卵くらいはきっとあるよな。卵がゆでも作ろう。
You're now cooking for your teacher? Wow. Her face was bright red, and her half-pained, half-contented noises provided me with no clear-cut answer to my question.
仕方ない。ゆい先生の代わりにモネに許しをもらおうかな。モネ、キッチンを借りていいか？ありがとう。
Modest cries helped assuage my guilt over entering a woman's apartment and borrowing her kitchen. Not that I had any reason to feel guilty. I don't think, anyway. I mean, circumstances were what they were. Still, I had this nagging sense that I should have somehow felt bad about what I was doing.
ゆい先生、ごめんな。ちょっと離れるよ。
One by one, I gently peeled off each of the fingers lashed onto my pant leg. The expression on her face changed as I was doing so, from contented rest to mild annoyance, but there was nothing to indicate that she might wake up.
よし、作るか。
Okay, I'm gonna pause real quick just to point out how this situation could never, ever happen in real life. As I stood up, Monet mewed happily and began tagging along at my heels. And Miss Yui, now resting by herself in the bedroom, let out a sudden sneeze. Oh! Oh! What was that image? Was that, Tsukasa? Hmm?
ちょっとゆいかかったよ今くしゃみ
What is happening?
ごめんごめんなんだか鼻がムズムズするのまったくもうティッシュあれどこやったっけ
Is this... Oh, are we getting Miss Yui's backstory?
なければ私の使ってよせめてものお詫びやったじゃあ私使う私も持ってないよティッシュちょうだいはいサンキューあんたたちねティッシュくらい常備しときなさいよ面目ないまったく
I'm guessing that we're not going to get much character art for the characters from Miss Yui's past because they're not that important to the main storyline of Course Party.
だからさとっ
と3年になっちゃったよねって話。
ああ、だね。あと1年で卒業か。
卒業もだけど、私たちそれよりもっと考えなくちゃいけないことがあるじゃない？進路よ。
いや、聞きたくない。
正直さ、進路相談何回受けたって将来のことなんかはっきりしないっていうかさ。
だよね。
I
どう
mean,
するかな。
I just recently got out of senior high school, so I can definitely agree with what they're
進
saying.
路とか決めてる？
実はね、もう決めてるんだ。
なにゆい、何になりたいの？
私はね、
Whoa!
私の名前は
Young Yui!
宍戸ゆい。
Young Yui! Oh my gosh, I was not
将来の夢は
expecting to
先
see
生になること。
the 17-year-old Miss Yui.
あまりよく考えずに人のことに首を突っ込んでは空回ってることが多い私だけど、
What?
そんな私でもきっと頑張れば夢が叶うって信じてる。
Kisaragi Academy, 5 years ago. The cherry blossoms were in bloom, and the rustling wind carried with it the soft warmth of the season. I was a high school senior now, and was devoting myself to my studies in preparation for the day my dream could become reality. And that dream was to become an English teacher. An English teacher? Wow! My grades were on the fence for getting into the university I wanted, though. So my best bet was to score a special recommendation from the academy.
よかった。急に呼び出された
That's
から
really
何事だと
interesting.
思ったよ。ある日の放課後、私は職員室に呼び出された。何かヘマをやったのかとか、成績が志望校に及ばないとか、そういう悪いことを言われるんじゃないかってビクビクしてたんだけど、私の予想に反して呼び出された要件はとてもいいものだった。
うちの学園からはライバルはいなさそうだから、このまま頑張れば推薦してやるぞ。
なんかやる気出てきちゃった。この調子で頑張らないとね。
Oh, wait, we might find
それにしても
Tsukasa in
ゴミ
this
箱どうしてこんなに重たい
backstory.
んだろう。
Alright.
ゴミ捨て場まで持っ
We're
て
gonna
い
get
くの
some
も
context to what's going on with Shishido and Satoshi.
な
Oh! I'm good about this now! That's Tsukasa!
突然声をかけられてゴミ箱を抱えたまま振り返る。それは今まで話したことのない男子生徒だった。でも見かけたことなら何度もある。彼は7組の三国につ
I knew it! That's Tsukasa!
あそこ足元根っこが出てるから気をつけな。
あーちょっとそこ笑うとこ。
だってよ。
そこはさ、大丈夫かとか聞いてくれたって。
悪い悪い。
あ、いいよ、そんな手が汚れるよ。
別にいいよそんくらい。笑った詫びに手伝う。
ありがとう。
You know, okay, I'm gonna trust him for now, but most of the time, characters like that, they're most of the time a good character, even though they're laughing at someone else's pain, they're an okay character. But in this kind of game, whenever someone laughs about somebody's torture, it's either Morshige, Kizami, or Sachiko! So I don't know if this guy's gonna be like those three, or he's actually gonna be a chill dude.
うん。これで全部拾い終えたか？
もう大丈夫。
じゃ、行くぞ。
あ、
I remember it well, even now. This was my first time talking with Tsukasa, and he left a strong first impression on me.
ごめん、重たいよね。
別に
やっぱり自分で。
いいって。はい終了。
ありがとう。助かったよ。
じゃあな。
あ、ちょっと待って。
あ、
俺させてよ。
いいよ女のこれくらいで。
いいからちょっと待っててね。友達が増えるというのは嬉しいし楽しい。その相手が三国司くんというのも嬉しかった。司くんのことは実は少し気になっていたから。よいしょ。
Most of the times I've seen Tsukasa before, this were in the school courtyard. He spent a lot of time there, sitting alone on a bench. Even after school or during summer vacation, if I happened to pass by, I would always see him there. And after this little encounter, we go on to make many fond memories together. Yet somehow, the image of Tsukasa that stands out most in my mind is of him seated alone on that courtyard bench.
はい、どうぞ。コーヒー牛乳でよかった。
まあなんでもいいけどサンキュー。
これは私からのお礼なんだから黙って受け取ってくれればいいの。
義理がたいやつ。
We walked to the bench together, sat down, and began making small talk. That courtyard bench was a sort of mystical place. The leaves rustled over your head, and if you closed your eyes and opened your ears, it felt as though you were in the middle of some forest. And then, if you looked straight up, the sunlight poured into the leaves. You almost felt like you were in another world.
初めて座ったよ、このベンチ。
なかなかいいだろう。
素敵な場所。
だよな。
あ、だからなの？
え？
この時間とか昼休みとかよくここにいるでしょ。
I died here.
おお。
He's a ghost.
この場所好きなんだね。
まあね。
そっか。
The leaves rustled as a gentle breeze blew between us. We were both silent for a bit, but strangely, it didn't feel awkward or uncomfortable.
聞かないのか？
ね？
いつも一人で何してんだって。
この場所が好きだからいつもここにいるんだよね。
そうだけどさ。
他に何か理由があったり。
Is he gonna say I died here or something?
じゃあ聞く必要ないじゃない。
そうだけど、ほら普通聞くだろ。一人でそんなんつまらなくないかとか、意味わかんねえとか、変わってるなとか。
そんなこと思
Oh,
わ
he's
なかっ
definitely a
た。
ghost.
ここが好きなら一人でいたって別に変じゃないよね。
お前変わってるな。
え？
いや、そんな顔しなくても、今のは俺的褒め言葉だから。
変わってるが褒め言葉？
そうそう。
なんか納得いかないな。もう。
The expression on Tsukasa's face was a dead giveaway that he really enjoyed talking to me. And I've always loved the feeling I get when I know my words help brighten someone's day. I must have been sporting one hell of a goofy smile at that moment.
本当はさ、この学校でもっと好きな場所があるんだよ。
The basement?
どんなところ？
秘密。 とっておきだからな。
ってことはそこも超素敵な場所なんだよね。
あ
いいな、どこ気になるよ。
あ、ダメ、そう簡単には教えない。それにいつでも見れるってもんじゃないんだ、そこの景色。
司くんは笑いながら紙パックのジュース
I really want to trust Tsukasa, but I feel like he's part of the effed up group of the corpse party, like the people who are being really creepy for the sake of being creepy, and then they turn out they're actually creepy.
ついでに教室まで運んでやるよ。
Like, I don't know why, but I find this guy creepy.
いいの？
ああ、
Even though they were trying to make him be like all nice and love interest of Miss Shishido, but
4組だろ、知ってるよ。シシド唯一。
yeah, I don't know if he's going to be a normal person or not.
どうして？
今から先生みたいな女子がいるって12クラス全部で有名だよ。
それから私と司くんは何度か中庭で会っては話をした。校舎の中ではすれ違ってもほとんど話すことがないのに、中庭では不思議と話が弾む。
あ、またお前コーヒー牛乳かよ。
うん。
好きすぎだろコーヒー牛乳。
そんなことないよ。
1日に最低2本は飲んでるくせにか。
なんで知ってるの？
自販機でいつもそれ買ってるのここから見えるんだよ。
I'm liking this song.
そっち見てみ。
本当だ。
昼休みも放課後もいつもシシドがコーヒー牛乳買ってるのバッチリ見てたからな。
そんなことを言ったら私だって司くんがここのベンチに座ってるのいつも見てたよ。
You got roasted.
なんでまた言う？
お互い。
But the coffee oolong is actually a little bit more roast material.
なんだそりゃ。
中庭での会話はたわいのないものがほとんどだった。教室で友達と繰り広げる会話みたいにあまり中身がなくて、でもすごく楽しくて。
Shallow but genuinely, oh my god, shallow but genuinely enjoyable.
この場所夏でも結構涼しいね。
夏とか言うな。
あれ？夏嫌い？
夏季講習が目前に迫ってたら誰でも嫌いになるだろ
まあね、私たち3年生だもんね。夏だからって遊んではいられないよね。
う。お前は随分と楽しそうだけどな。
私は夢に近づいてるって実感できて嬉しいよ。私ね、人に勉強を教えるの好きなんだ。頼られるのも好き。
なんで？
お姉さんになった感じがするからかな。ほら、私一人っ子だし。
ああ、うん、まあ頑張れば。
はすっごいどうでもよさそう。
だって
You can hear in the tone that he's like,
そんなこ
okay.
とを言いながらも、司くんはやっぱり優しかった。だって私の夢を笑ったりはしなかったから。
Was the console?
先生になりたいって夢を話すと、大抵の人は笑ったり茶化したりであんまり真剣に聞いてくれない。だけど司くんは一度も笑わなかったんだ。
What was with that drum beat? The season was quickly turning to autumn. Oh shit. After school day ended, the senior floor was always a lot more quiet than its underclassmen counterparts. Everyone was off studying hard at the library or with tutors. So one day, thinking no one else was around, I sat down in a lonely corner of the hallway. Initially, I had grabbed my shoes and left the classroom, intending to head home. But along the way, I just started crying. I was overwhelmed. My sobs echoed from one end of the hallway to the other.
この日、 私は無事に志望校の推薦枠に入れてもらえることになった。嬉しくて仕方がなかった私はすぐに友達に報告した。けれどいつもなら手放しで喜んでくれるその子がふと表情を曇らせた。
私の前でそんなこと言うんだ。まだ私は
Be happy for your
夢は何
friend.
も決まってないのに。
Be happy for your friend for deciding. Like, yeah, you might not decide for yourself, but still, be excited for your friend who's excited about something good happening to her. Like, yeah, nothing happy is happening with you, but still, why you try to put down someone's happiness? You absolute fool! This is upsetting. You're supposed to be friends.
多分私はひどくショックを受けた顔になっていたのだと思う。巴はすぐにハッとしたように目を見開き、慌てて謝ってくれた。だから私も笑って気にしてないよってそう言ったのだけれど気にしてないわけがない。巴の言葉と表情が鋭い針のようになって私の胸をつく。私考えなしだったのかな。他のみんなも同じこと思ってた。
I kept wiping the tears from my eyes, only for new ones to take their place immediately. Why didn't I think of this sooner? So many people were still facing uncertain futures with no real goals in mind. You know, it's completely oblivious to it. I was the one with a dream. Running around like the clock... wait, what? Running around like the cock of the walk? Wait, what? Running around like the cock of the walk? I never heard that. Wait, no, there's no way that's an actual term. Hold up. There's no way. Hold up. Oh, one who is arrogant and narcissistic. Okay. I was the one with the dream. Running around like the cock of the walk and blabbing about my successes and aspirations. I wouldn't blame them if they hated me. Could someone that insensitive to the feelings of so many other people really become a teacher? Did I ever even have what it takes to begin with?
Shishido?
I'm not surprised he comes up and sees her.
声をかけられて振り向くと、そこには司くんが立っていた。いつもは廊下であっても言葉を交わすことなんてないのに、この日はごく自然に声をかけてくれた。司くん。
すごい顔だぞ。ハンカチは？
持ってる。
じゃあ顔拭けよ。
司くんが戸惑っている空気がひしひしと伝わってきた。彼を困らせたくなかったから、私はこぼれ落ちていこうとする涙を必死に拭う。
何かあったのか？
何もないよ。
何かあったからそんなに泣いてんだろ？
これはその友達とちょっと気まずくなっちゃって。でもすぐに仲直りしたから大丈夫。これはさ、そう嬉し涙みたいなものだから。
ふん。
嬉し涙って言えばね、私推薦枠に入れることになっ。
I'm not sure if I'm still on the cock of the walk mess up. Let me recover for a second. I'm not sure if I did it out of respect for Tsukasa or just because I wanted to change the subject, but I cut myself at mid-sentence. I was doing it again! What was I thinking? Now even Tsukasa was going to hate me for being a braggart. How I hated myself. I was the worst. Just the worst. What?
マジか。
He was happy for me? A bit taken aback, I nodded firmly.
やったじゃんか。おめでとう。
ありがとう。ありがとう。
だからなんで泣くんだよ。
You know, all the things I was saying about Tsukasa earlier, he's actually a good person. I forgive him. it takes one scene for me to finally forgive him, but still, gosh, he was acting so suspicious earlier to me, but now he's an okay character. Though that might change in a whim because of this kind of game, because this game is unforgiving.
でもそうやっておめでとうって言ってもらえたからなんか嬉しくて。
たく
ごめんね。
何が？
泣いたりしてわけわかんないよね。
そう思ってんなら早く泣きやめって。
うん。もう大丈夫だから。
たく。
As I rubbed my swollen eyes, a smile broke through, and Tsukasa let out an exasperated sigh. Then, as if suddenly remembering something, his eyes lit up.
そうだ、シシド。ちょっと待ってろ。
He's gonna get a cafe au lait for her! Tsukasa ran into his classroom, quickly reappearing in the hall again just moments later. He was holding something.
お前にこれやるよ。
鉛筆?
Oh. In his outstretched hand rested a short, stubby little pencil. Not the sort of thing you'd expect from someone to go out of their way to lend you. It was pocked here and there with small scratches, but it still seemed to be relatively decent shape considering how obviously well worn it was.
受験必勝鉛筆。
受験必勝？
これ使うと試験に受かるんだよ。
本当に？
ああ、如月学園に受かるのは難しいって言われてた俺がこれ使って受かったんだから間違いないよ。
じゃあこれ司君が高校入試の時に使った鉛筆なんだ。
そう、経験新たかな鉛筆だぜ。
霊言新たかね。
Jerked out miracle.
あ、それだ。
それじゃあ借りるね。ありがとう。
言っとくけど、貸すのは推薦入試までだからな。一般入試の時は俺が使うから返してもらう。
Oh no, I think I know what happened between them.
絶対受かれよ。
Oh, that's not that bad of a pencil.
笑顔でうなずく。
That's not really bad of a pencil.
司君も笑ってくれた。
人の気持ちまで勝手に思いやって背負い込んで、悲しみまで自分のものにして。お前みたいなのが先生になれたらいいのにな。
I had to give applause to Tsukasa. For a moment, I had no idea what he was talking about. But then it hit me. Tsukasa had somehow sussed out from our conversation that I was crying because I upset Tomoe. And he was turning that fact around to offer me encouragement.
頑張れよ。負けんなよ。
頑張れって言葉は辛い時にはプレッシャーになるから言っちゃダメってよく聞く。けれど私はこの優しい言葉が大好きだった。私頑張るね、司くん。
おう。
この日から私はどんどん司くんに惹かれていった。彼は全然そっけなくてちっとも振り向いてはくれなかったけれど。
You know, it's obvious, but I was not going to call it out until they finally said it. I can still clearly recall the events of that day even now. It was October, the day before my entrance exam. The weather outside had been miserable since morning, and visibility was all but non-existent. It would be a bad omen if I were to slip and fall on the day before the exam, so I decided I'd wear boots to school, just to be safe.
行ってきます。
When I opened the door, I was shocked to see a white-haired old woman lying on the ground, soaked to the bone. I frantically rushed over to her side.
おばあさん、大丈夫ですか？
Okay, we didn't have anything creepy in this chapter so far. Now we have something creepy
ど
going
うしたん
on.
ですか？ まさかひき逃げとか？
The road running by my house was narrow and mostly used only by our neighbors. But it's not like it was closed off to the outside traffic or anything, so a hit and run wasn't out of the question. I looked over the old woman's body as best as I could. Fortunately, there were no signs of any serious injury.
よかった。事故とかじゃないみたい。
娘
はい。
今日は学校へ行ってはならん。
え？
絶対に行ってはならん。
Is this old lady like some kind of yokai or something? The old woman raised herself up slightly and spoke hoarsely. From the tone in her voice, she seemed terribly desperate.
だけど今日は面接の最後の練習があってね。
行ってはならんと言っている。
そういうわけにはいかないよ。面接は私が一番苦手とする試験だから。それよりおばあちゃんどうしたの？お家の人は？
どうしてもか。
え？
どうしても行くというのか。
うん。
ならばせめて。
Not knowing what to say, I nodded apprehensively as the old woman began digging through her pockets. She produced what looked to be a crumpled scrap of paper. As she was digging around, I noticed that her breathing had become dangerously ragged and began considering my option to assist her. Really, I should have gone back into the house and called my mom. But there was something about her that kept me glued to the spot. I sensed desperation hiding in that unbroken gaze.
これを受け取りなされ。
何？
お守りじゃ。
Wait! Wait! Does Mrs. Shino go to Heavenly Host when she was a teenager? Did she go to Heavenly Host when she was a teenager? What? Wait, what the hell?
お守り？
The old woman clutched my wrists and forcefully pressed the scrap of paper into my palm. Tilting my head, I unfolded the scrap and looked carefully at it. At first, I thought I'd just been handed a piece of trash. But when I unfolded it all the way, I saw that it was actually a paper doll in the shape of a human being. And there was a name written on its torso. Yoshishito. Yes, my name. Written plain as day in easily legible
どう
brushstrokes.
して私の名前？
お守りだからじゃ。守る対象の名を書かねば身代わりにはならんだろう。
crazy. This is all crazy. I didn't understand any of it. Save for one simple fact. This old woman was here specifically to give me this strange paper charm. As far as I was aware, we were total strangers to one another, but she clearly knew both my name and my address. I'm taking a guess this old woman might be a yokai trying to protect Miss Shishido. I'm not sure about if this is going to be a yokai or not, but it kind of feels like a yokai situation. Like a protective yokai. But it might not be a yokai. It could be also a guardian angel. As I extended my arm to return the paper doll, I could sense her entire demeanor had changed. She raised her body up unsteadily from the wet asphalt. Oh, I knew it! I knew it! So wait, Miss Shishido might already have gotten heavily hosed? As the old woman cried out, the paper doll fluttered lightly to the ground. Almost instantaneously, it became soaked through with rainwater. My name began to run quickly and quickly turned into an eligible black smudge. Seeing this, the old woman grabbed and tore at her hair. She's gonna be gone. She's gonna be gone. She's gonna be gone. Paramedics arrived in a matter of minutes. The old woman seemed to be unconscious by that point. However, so the METs brought out a stretcher.
お二人はこの方の関係者ですか？
いいえ、家の前で倒れていたので救急車を呼んだんです。身元は分からなくて。
そうですか。では付き添いで乗車はされませんか？
The idea of making this old woman go to the hospital by herself just seemed like it would have been a shameful thing to do. Sure, she was a stranger, but we had a lengthy conversation mere minutes before, so I couldn't very well say we had nothing to do with one another.
ゆい、あんたは学校行っといで。
でも
この方にはお母さんがついていくわ。あんたは今日面接の練習があるんでしょ。
Oh my gosh.
じゃあお母さん
I think that she might be a little bit distracted while practicing today. I don't know, but she might be a little bit distracted today. I was a little hesitant, but I knew I really had to go to school today, no matter what. So I left the strange woman in my mom's care and, heading towards the school, walked right by her stretcher. Suddenly, a hand rose from the limp form of the old woman and grabbed my shirt. Skirt. Not shirt, skirt. Oh my gosh, I keep on misreading skirt as shirt in this game. Startled, I tried to drop away, but found myself ensnared by her terrible, bloodshot eyes. Well, she went. After school, one of my final practice interview had concluded. Once my... Why does the game expect me to read something this calm right after that? Why does the game expect me to do that? That scene was not calm at all. And now this scene's calm. What the hell? After school, once my final practice interview had concluded, I reunited with my friends and engaged in the usual regimen of gossip and small talk.
ってことがあってね。
かわいい。何よそれ。
When I described the events of that morning, everyone's eyebrows rose. They were hanging by every word and yelping in unison at key moments.
ゆい、今日は家でおとなしくしておけばよかったんじゃない？だって今日は面接の最後の練習があるからどうしても来たかったし。
何か起きないといいけど。
やだ、やめてよ、何も起きないって。
You never ask that question. You never, ever ask that question.
え？天神症って言葉がちょっと引っかかってたんだけどさ、七不思議に出てくるんだよね、天神症。
七不思議ってうちの学校に伝わる如月学園七不思議のこと？
そうそう。天神症って何？放課後のよしえさんって言うんだけど、聞いたことない
Yoshie after school.
知らない。
私も知らないよ。どんな話なの？
如月学園が建てられる前にこの場所にあった天神小学校での話なんだけどさ。その天神小学校で放課後校舎の見回りをしていた女の先生が誤って階段から落ちて死んだんだって。
I wonder who that could be.
その日は10月のちょうど今日みたいに雨が降る放課後で、時刻はそう夜の7時を
Wow,
過ぎ
things are really coming together this chapter.
こういう日はよしえさんが出るんだって。天神小学校がなくなってしまったことに気づいていないよしえさんは如月学園の廊下を見回って歩いているんだよ。
やだ、それ本当？
まあ実際見たことがある人がいるから七不思議になってるんじゃない？
怖。
ゆい、今日はもう帰ったら？そのおばあさんの言ってたことちょっと気になるし、ゆいだけ道が違うから一緒に帰れないじゃない？
だね、お年寄りの忠告は聞いておくもんだよ。そうだね。なんかゾワゾ
Well,
ワしてきちゃ
not
った
all
し。
the time.
もう
I'm
帰
gonna
ろう
be
かな。
honest with you, you don't trust old people all the time.
それじゃあ
Most of the time you
先に帰る
can,
ね。バイバイ。
but not all the time.
バイバイ。
気をつけてね。
明日ファイトだよ。
私は
Oh,
慌てて荷物をまとめ教室を飛び出した。時刻は夕方5時になるところ。外は薄暗くなってきているけれど階段の7時までにはまだまだ余裕があった。だから怖がる必要なんてないと、そう自分に言い聞かせて廊下を進む。それでも下駄箱にたどり着くまでの時間がやけに長く感じられた。あーダメだ、やっぱり怖い。
oh,
よ
hey
し、
Tsukasa.
司くん。
今帰りか？なんだよ、その満面の笑みは。
なんでもない。ねえ、途中まで一緒に帰ろうよ。
ああ、いいけど。
やった。司くんの顔を見たら一瞬だけだけど怖かったのが吹き飛んだ。 こういう時男の子ってすごく頼りになるなって思う。そばにいてくれたら
Hmm.
心強いなって
I feel like
無条件に
something
思わせてくれ
wrong's
るか
about to
ら。
happen. Something bad's gonna happen.
もちろんそれが気になっている人ならなおさら。雨は朝よりも弱まっていた。
Hmm.
その中を私たちは傘を差しながら歩く。司くんとはたわいもない話でそこそこ笑ったりもしたけ
Okay,
ど、
so she's okay.
でも私はどこかぎこち
But
な
the
かった
next
かもしれ
day,
ない。
she might not be.
得体の知れない恐怖みたいなものがちらついて、いつもみたいに振る舞えている自信はなかった。
シシド？なんかお前顔色悪いぞ。どうかした？
ああ、
おい、
実は怖いことがあって。
怖いこと？
私の様子があまりにおかしかったのか、司くんは心なしか表情をこわばらせて私を見つめた。真剣に話を聞いてくれようとしているのが分かって、私はちょっと嬉しくなる。今抱えている恐怖をできることなら司くんと共有したかった。だから私は今朝あったこととカンナから聞いた怪談話を司くんに話した。だけど司くんは。
はあ、七不思議ね。
うん。
Oh, he's
七不思議を
laughing.
信じるなんて夢があっていいな。
え？
ん？
司くんは怖くないの？
怖いっていうか妙だとは思うけどな。でもその謎のばあちゃんと七不思議なんて単なる偶然だろう。気にしすぎだって。
でも
あんま深く考えない方がいいんじゃね？そのばあちゃんは確かに気味悪いけどさ、ちょっと変わった人だっただけだろ。
そういうんじゃなくて。
え？
解決方法を教えてほしかったわけじゃないよ。
Oh.
あのね、私は話を聞いてほしかっただけなの。
話なら聞いたじゃんか。
だからそうじゃなくて。
わかんねえよ。なんか怒ってんのか？
男の子ってこういう考え方をする。人によるのかもしれないけど、でも女子とは違ってすぐにこうすればいいじゃんって解決法を提示しちゃうのだ。結果女子は言いたいことが言えなくて消化不良になってしまう。私は司くんと恐怖を共有したかっただけ。司くんが一緒に怖がってくれればそれでよかったのに。この時の私は気にするなって言葉が司くんの気遣いだとわからなかった。めんどくさいのかなってむくれてしまったのだ。朝に見たおばあさんの顔が、目が、しわがれた声が何度も頭の中でフラッシュバックする。それが怪談話で増幅されてじわじわと私の気持ちを暗くした。あんなに怖い思いをしたんだからっていう甘えや八つ当たりの気持ちがあ
Yeah,
ったんだと思う。
that'd be a pretty traumatizing
私と
event.
司くんはこの時初めて気まずい雰囲気になった。それじゃ私こっちだから。
ああ。シシド。
He called out my name as I briskly walked away. I didn't really know why I was so angry or confused, but I did notice that his voice was tinged with concern.
なんかあったら連絡しろよ。
I considered turning back for a second, but changed my mind and pushed forward in a huff, leaving him behind.
ただいま。
ゆい、おかえり。
Oh, the woman's dad.
うん。
Greeting me at the door, my mother wore a somber expression. The old woman's dad. I could tell right away that something had happened. I stared at her with scrunched eyebrows for an awkwardly long time before she eventually, reluctantly opened her mouth to speak.
今朝のおばあさんね。さっき亡くなったって病院から連絡があったわ。
Knew it.
嘘。
残念なことだけど、あなたは明日の推薦入試のことだけ考えていなさい。それじゃあのおばあさんの話はこれで終わり。さあご飯にするから着替えておいで。
わかった。それじゃあ私部屋にいるから。
ええ。
お母さんがキッチンへと引っ込んでいくのを見届けて、私はもぞもぞと靴を脱いだ。気持ちは一層重くなっている。司くんにあんな態度をとってしまっただけでも嫌な気分だったのに、あのおばあちゃんが亡くなってしまっただなんて。
Returning to my room, I couldn't muster the energy to do anything but collapse into my chair and sprawl out on the desk. Jesus! Come on! You can't do that! The last thing the old woman had said to me echoed again and again in my mind. I began wishing I had taken her more seriously. I should have accepted the paper doll and thanked her. I should have reassured her I wouldn't go to Heavenly House Elementary. I mean, the place didn't even exist anymore. For goodness sakes! I was exhausted. It was a hell of a day, and I no longer even had the energy to move. I needed to change out of my school clothes, but still sprawled over the desk, my eyelids drooped and closed. I was out. Oh, I thought I was gonna wake up in Heavenly Host. I actually thought I was gonna wake up in Heavenly Host for a second there. That scared me. I woke with a start. The air in my room had gotten noticeably cooler, and I was shivering.
寝ちゃった。
Rubbing my eyes, I glanced at my clock. The needles indicated it was 6:45.
もうこんな時間。
It was black outside my window, streaked with lines from the still pouring rain.
明日は晴れるといいんだけど。
Sunny. For my exam. The weight of what the next day held for me came rushing into my mind. I'd practiced the interview process with my teachers quite thoroughly, but I was still really nervous.
そうだ。明日の用意しておかなくっちゃ。
There was still a little time before dinner. My mind swimming, I decided to take this opportunity to clean out all the notes and textbooks I wouldn't need tomorrow from my bag. Also, I like how they cut opportunity into two parts, because I thought she was about to say a different word, but then I'm like, wait, no, it's opportunity.
残しておくものは学生証でしょ。それからハンカチとティッシュ、受験票も忘れずに入れて、それからペンケース。あれ？嘘！ペンケースがない。学校に忘れてきちゃった。
She's gonna go back to school!
さーっと血の気が引いた。別に筆記用具で困ったわけじゃない。家にはいくらでも代わりがある。だけどあの中には司くんから借りた受験必勝。
Say it! She's gonna go back to school! She's gonna get transferred to Heavenly Host Elementary! Tsukasa's gonna be with her when she teleports, and Tsukasa's gonna get killed when she escapes with barely any memory of what happened!
取ってこなくちゃ。
Or she'll remember everything. Oh my god, she's actually going to go back to Heavenly... She's going back to Kisaragi, but she's gonna end up in Heavenly Host!
もうすぐご飯できるわよ。
すぐ戻るから。
そう。雨も降っているし、気をつけていくのよ。
Wow, her mother's so laid back about this. After what happened that morning, she's like, oh, you go back to school. Just be home for dinner. And be careful. Well, I mean, come home for dinner, and like not before, because she's going to miss the main dinner time. But still, that is really laid back for after what happened, especially when the old lady fucking died. And welcome to hell.
校舎についている大時計が指し示す時間は6時55分。放課後のヨシエさんの怪談話が再び頭をよぎる。10月、雨が降る放課後、夜7時。あのおばあちゃん、もしかしてこうなるのが分かっていて。やだな、もう怪談なんてあんなの作り話だって。こみ上げてくる恐怖を抑えつけるために声を出して自分を叱咤する。見上げた校舎に人影はない。こんな時間なら生徒はもう帰宅しているだろうし、先生だってどれくらい残っているのか。けれど廊下の電気はまだ全てついていた。あれだけ明るければそこまで怖い思いをしなくても教室まで行けるだろう。よし、パッと行ってパッと済ましちゃおう。
I folded up my silk umbrella and left it on the rack by the entrance, then changed into my indoor shoes. Then, entering the brightly lit hall, I took another look around.
やっぱり生徒は誰も残ってないみたい。
My deep sigh echoed through the deathly silent corridor. Ordinarily, the din of the other students would drown out noises like this, but every little sound was coming through crystal clear at this late hour.
急がなくちゃ。もうすぐ7時だ。
I nervously sauntered towards costume 3-4, picking up speed as it occurred to me to do so.
今朝のおばあさんね。さっき亡くなったみたい。
その天神小学校で放課後校舎の見回りをしていた女の先生が誤って階段から落ちて死んだんだって。その日は10月のちょうど今日みたいに雨が降る放課後で、時刻はそう夜の7時を過ぎたあたり。こういう日はよしえさんが出るんだって。
I'm expecting the old lady to yell at my ear in any
しまっ
second.
たことに気づいていないよしえさんは如月学園の廊下を見回って歩いているんだよ。
もう何考えてるのよ私。七不思議なんて司くんも言ってたじゃない。深く考えない方がいいって。
Ah, no! Lightning flashed and thunder resounded with impeccable timing. I jumped in spite of myself.
とにかくパッと教室に行ってペンケース取ってこなくちゃ。
No ghost should show up in a well-lit building like this, right? That scared me! Wow, I did not mean to do that! How do I get out of this? Okay, I meant to press left click, not right click. See, these two click buttons, they're really close together, so okay, no ghost should show up in a well-lit building like this, right? And even if they did, they wouldn't be very scary under all these bright lights.
あのペンケースに入ってる鉛筆は明日の試験にどうしても必要なの。だってあれは司くんがくれたお守りなんだもの。
I picked up the pace as I continued to head straight for room 3-4. What the fuck? Oh, that's the old lady screaming in my ear. Oh, she went to my left ear now. She's strapping between my ears.
中等部の方はもう真っ暗だな。やっぱり誰もいないのね。それにしても
Oh, is the building
いつもよ
connected?
りこの廊下が長い感じがする。 ただでさえこの廊下で遅刻しそうになるくらいなのに。
I continued my brisk walk down the impossibly long hallway toward my goal, jumping every now and again whenever another thunderclap sounded. Kisaragi Academy was comprised of both a middle school and high school, and this evening it really felt like it was flaunting its massive size. Didn't help that my classroom was in the high school wing, which happened to be past the middle school, making it seem that much further away.
いつもは賑やかな場所がこんなにも静まり返っていると余計に物寂しい気がするな。雨の音がやけに大きく聞こえるよ。
I was focusing on the scant few sounds around me as I paced down that long, lonely corridor. Then, all of a sudden, I heard a faint noise as of someone playing an organ.
今の空耳だよね。そうに決まってるよ。こんな時間に音楽室で楽器を鳴らす人なんているわけないし。
I took a deep breath, trying to calm down my nerves. It was probably the sounds of the rain, wind and thunder mixing together. It just sounded like an organ, that's all. I was convinced. I kept walking. But then, I heard the same noise again, this time much more clearly. It was unmistakable.
嘘。やだ。
Does this have to be Tsukasa practicing? I was paralyzed with fear. My heart was pounding as if it were struggling to break free of someone's sinister grip.
きっとまだ吹奏楽部の子とか先生が残って弾いてるんだよね。そうだ。そうに決まってるよ。
Thinking about it, I vaguely recalled someone mentioning an upcoming performance by the Wind Instrument Club. I guess an organ would qualify. Somebody must have stayed late to practice. That's all.
何でもかんでも怖い話に直結させちゃいけないな。
I took another deep breath and tried again to calm my overly jittery nerves.
怖いと思ったら何でも怖く思えるものだよね。
I heard that if you let your imagination run too wild, fear can even make you see things that aren't there. And my imagination was most definitely running wild.
あとちょっとで教室だから走っていこう。
I decided to dash toward my classroom so I could get out of this hall as quickly as possible. Finally reaching that familiar door, I swiftly opened it and flicked on the lights.
やっとたどり着いた。あとはペンケースを忘れないようにしなくちゃ。
Thanks to all my unexpected pauses to freak out over thunder and lightning, it took me far longer than it should have to get here. It was already well past 7.
7時か。
It was the appointed time when the ghost of a teacher was supposed to appear, at least according to the school legend.
何もないじゃない。
I let out a sigh of relief and relaxed my shoulders a bit. The lights were on both the inside and out in the hallway. The lights were on both inside and out in the hallway. Sure, it was still dead silent, but the fear I'd been feeling had completely melted away.
全然怖くないよ。やっぱり七不思議だなんて嘘だったんだな。
Really, girl. I grabbed the pen case I'd come back for and shoved it into my pocket.
よし、これで任務完了だね。
With my long ordeal behind me, more or less, I looked around the classroom and let out another sigh. I only ever known this classroom when it was bustling with activity, and thus found its eerie silence and utter stillness to be oddly fascinating.
教室に私一人って なんだか不思議な感じがするな。
I got the idea in my head to try doing something I normally wouldn't be able to, like standing at the teacher's podium and writing on the blackboard.
こんなシチュエーションめったにないし。
To me, the area behind that podium, from which teachers conduct their lessons, was like a sacred space. I dreamed of standing there myself one day, and I could hardly resist its pull when it presented a rare opportunity. Like this.
今なら誰も見てないし。
To my classmates, this would seem like such a silly, stupid dilemma, but that didn't change the way I felt at that moment.
どうしようかな。
Am I gonna get the choice? Oh my god, yes! Do it! Just do it!
よし、少しだけ先生の気分を味わっちゃえ。
You gotta have a little bit of fun. I decided I had to try it. During daily cleanup and such, I had come and gone from this spot countless times. But this was the first time I'd ever had an opportunity to just stand here and preside over the classroom.
そうか。先生からはこんな風に見えるんだ。教室って。なんかちょっとドキドキする。
Gaining a teacher's point of view, in the most literal sense, was starting to get me really fired up. It may seem silly now, but this was my stage. This was where all my dreams would play out.
私もいつか。
I began to imagine the future that awaited me. Painstakingly detailing some new piece of knowledge for students sitting attentively at their desk. Gliding chalk across the board, filling it with information to aid them in their studies.
いつか先生になれるといいな。
I was getting so excited that even I began to think my behavior was a little strange. Maybe it was the juxtaposition of these joyous, freeing visions and the prickling dread I'd been feeling up until just a minute or two before. But then, in the blink of an eye, one of these two conflicting emotions completely overpowered the other. Whoa! Holy shit! She's coming!
停電？
She's coming. Suddenly, my surroundings were bathed in darkness. Going stiff with shock, I stumbled back a step. My back struck the blackboard with a dull thud.
いきなり何？
I instinctively grabbed hold of the rail where the eraser sat. I felt chalk dust against my fingertips. My panic heartbeat was making it difficult to breathe. Was this caused by the thunderstorm? If so, it sure picked up a fine time to turn the lights out on me.
しかもオルガンの音。
Yeah, I was gonna point out the organ, but...
嘘なんで？停電になってるならオルガンだって鳴らないはずなのに。
Ghost organ. Thanks for killing my laughter, old woman. Very nice. Was this what the woman was trying to warn me about? That's impossible. She was no fortune teller or psychic as far as I was aware. How could she possibly have known this would happen? Hell, even if she were a fortune teller or a psychic, predicting the future is the stuff of science fiction. I shook my head.
落ち着くのよ、私。音楽室の方はまだ停電になってないとか、きっとそんな理由だよ。
I curled my chalk dusted fingers into a fist and silently tried to talk some sense into myself.
ともかく早く校舎を出よう。
I should have been playing teacher. I should have been in and out by now. Cursing myself a little, I followed my way through the darkened classroom. I spent so much time in here. Do you think I'd be able to find my way out of it with my eyes closed, as it were? But sadly, that wasn't the case. Smashing loudly into a desk, I knocked it on its side and began tumbling after it, and distinctly grabbing at another desk around me for support.
いけない。机の中身まき散らしちゃったよ。元に戻さなくちゃ。
Still fumbling around blindly, I gathered up all the scattered notes, textbooks, and writing utensils.
でも暗くて何がなんだか。もう何やってるのよ、急いでるのに。本当にドジなんだから。
I let out a sigh. I seem to be doing that a lot lately.
と、これは教科書とノートでしょ。
I was trying to take inventory of all the things knocked out of the desk. I knocked out of the desk. Sorry, I didn't see the I back there. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to reread this line real quick. I really apologize. I was trying to take inventory of all the things I knocked out of the desk. Then realized, why? I might as well just stand it back up and stuff it all back in.
さすがに全部を間違いなく元に戻すのは無理だな。明日ここの席の子に謝らなくちゃ。
Not that they did it again. Not that was a particularly pleasant prospect. Explaining what I'd done wouldn't be easy, and no matter how I sugarcoated it, it would serve as a clear indication of my clumsiness. If I didn't say anything, it's not like I'd be found out, but that would be the same as lying, as far as I'm concerned, and I couldn't do that.
これで最後かな。
I placed my hand against the floor and swept it around, feeling for anything I might have missed. And I found something, all right.
やだ、何これ。なんだかぬるぬるして。
I coolly brushed my fingers across something that I had no idea what. There was no notebook or writing implement, though. Well, that's for sure.
机の中からなんでブニュブニュしたものが。
Maybe it had been on the floor all along.
なんだろう、これ。
A tongue? I rubbed my sticky fingertips a bit deeper into the wet spot, and then brought my hand up close to my face so I could get a better look at what was there. What on earth did I just touch? There was a flash of lightning, almost immediately joined by a roaring thunderclap. And with it, for a split second, the pitch-black classroom was lit up bright as day. I shot to my feet, utterly mortified. In that split second, I got a very good look at my fingers, and it really did seem as if they were covered in blood. But it wasn't just my hand. No, if my peripheral vision were to be trusted, it looked like the entire classroom was stained a deep, dark crimson.
そういえば、なんとなく生臭い気
I almost said deep red Christian. Without thinking, I backed away from where I'd been crouching. I tried rationalizing what I saw. How could a whole classroom become a bloodbath like this? Did something spill? Did someone stumble in here injured?
ありえない。
It was on the ceiling.
そんな、何よこれ。
My whole body was quaking. I fled from the classroom. Or rather, I tried to flee. Oh?
開かない。やだ、やだやだ。鍵なんてかかってなかったのに。今だって鍵はかかってないよ。それなのに、どうして？
I pulled on the door handle again and again, in a frenzy. I was pulling so hard, it felt like my fingernails might tear loose. But it just wouldn't budge. I was absentmindedly grabbing at my hair with one hand and slammed my fist on the nearby desk with the other. This was a nightmare. Silence saturated in the inky blackness of the room. I took several deep breaths. In an effort to restrain my pounding heart.
とにかく一度落ち着かないと。そもそもドアが開かないのだって私がこんなにパニックになってるせいかもしれないし、さっきの変な塊だってきっと何かの勘違いだよ。だってありえないじゃない。教室にあんなわけのわからないものが落ちてるだなんて。
I was certain that when I saw what it actually was come morning. Wait, what? I was certain when I saw it actually was come morning. What? Wait, what does that mean? I was certain that when I saw that what it was actually come morning. Oh! Okay, I understand that now. It just was worded weirdly. That is weird, really weirdly. I was certain that when I saw what it actually was come morning. Yeah, that's weirdly worded, but I guess that works. It ended up being something totally random, like someone old soda-stained gym clothes.
きっとそうだよ。そうだ。指についたのだって。
Yeah, come morning. I never have seen that structure of words before, but it works. My imagination was just running wild because I was panicking.
もしかしたらドアに何かが挟まってて開かないだけかもしれない。
I decided to check out that hypothesis by feeling my way across the door and determining if anything was jutting out from any of the cracks.
ダメだ。真っ暗で何にも見えない。
I fumbled around the gaps in the door, but I just couldn't make anything out of that would be doing this. And the classroom's rear exit seemed a world away.
他の出口は
No, this was the third floor. I couldn't get out of this classroom without exiting into the hallway.
今すぐ外に出たいのに。
Still at a loss, I noticed a sudden flash of light through the hallway window. But the glass was only translucent, so I couldn't be sure of its source.
誰か歩いてくる。
Then there came the distinctive clump, clump, clump of footsteps.
そうだ。きっと用務員さんだ。
I recalled the existence of a custodian who always patrolled the school grounds. I was sure he must have been taking a look around after the sudden power outage.
助かった。
All at once, my fear-addled legs regained their strength. This nightmare would soon be over.
すみません。
I shouted to the custodian through the window, as loudly as I could muster.
すみません。閉じ込められてるんです。
I had to be sure he heard me. I shouted again. Finally, I could see the light out in the hallway again, and it seemed to be getting closer. However,
なんかこの光おかしい気がする。
oh no, it's Yoshi. Perturbed, I took a step away from the window.
懐中電灯だったらもっと明るいよね。この光はなんだか。
Like the faint, unearthly glow classically attributed to spirits was what I was thinking. I tried to stop myself from finishing that thought, however. Dullness aside, it also looked like it was wiggling around in a very unnatural, very unflashlight-like way.
それにこの足音。
4 clumps. Then a 3 or so interval, and then another 4 clumps. They were sounding in a fixed rhythm.
用務員さんじゃない。明らかに変な歩き方。
The fear was back, in full force. I had to find somewhere to hide. What if I accidentally summoned something inhuman? I mean, whatever that was, I begged it for help. I literally invited it in, like a vampire.
どこか隠れるところ。そうだ。
Okay, we're going with that. I hurriedly hid myself beneath the teacher's podium. I grabbed my knees, curled up, and made myself as small as I could.
なんなの。一体どうなってるの？
The footsteps continued to draw nearer and nearer. Little by little, the sound grew louder. Every hair on my body was standing on end.
このまま通り過ぎてください。お願いします。
I held my breath, clasped my hands together, and silently prayed. They were close now. Very, very close.
神様。
Why was this happening? I couldn't make any sense of it. I just wanted it to be over. I prayed to God that it would end. Was this what the old woman was trying to warn me about? Was this all happening because I ignored her? Because I didn't take the paper doll from her? Was it because I heard the ghost story of Yoshi and allowed it to get to me? Or did the strange events of the day have nothing to do with what was happening to me now?
口から心臓が飛び出しちゃいそうだよ。
I was still holding my breath. I didn't dare let even the tiny sounds of escaping to give away my position. No more clomp clomp clomp. It's now tap tap tap. The consistent rhythm of the footsteps suddenly ended halfway into one of its cycles. And it had ended right in front of this very classroom. I had goosebumps up and down my arms and legs. I stopped praying and clasped my hands over my mouth. I knew I'd scream if I didn't. Could this be Yoshi? Was the school legend real? All I could do was close my eyes, keep my mouth shut, and hope that whoever or whatever this was would just go away. But the footsteps sounds didn't start again. And if this was indeed Yoshie, she stopped in front of the class and was just standing there. I had no concept of time anymore. I stayed in my hiding spot for what was probably only a few minutes, but it felt like at least an hour.
足音が消えた。
She's not. She's gonna be in the classroom. I decided to carefully peek out from under the podium. I gingerly edged my head out, just far enough to get a glimpse of the room, when suddenly... Oh! The footsteps rang out once more. It sounded like they were heading right for me, and they might have been inside the room. I honestly couldn't tell. I scrambled back into my hiding spot and covered my mouth with both hands. Run! You just gotta run at this point! This was too much for me. My breathing was coarse and erratic, and my face was a mess of tears and snot.
神様、助けて。
Oh. I'm actually getting into... I'm getting into this. I was inconsolable. The footsteps just wouldn't stop. What on earth were they doing? It almost seemed like they were running around in circles just to scare me.
やめて。もう、やめて。
I mouthed these words over and over again, and moved my hands to my ears in a vain attempt to block out this torturous sound. And as if in response, the sound changed. It was a loud, dull thud, followed by silence. No more footsteps. I heard that sound hundreds of times before. It was the classroom door sliding open. I peeked out, but the door was still tightly shut. How could that be? The sound I heard wasn't the door. Then what was it? The back door? What little safety I felt here was pretty much gone. But to be fair, I was absolutely certain the spirit had seen or heard me, either. The prospect of stepping out into the open wasn't a desirable one, but I had to decide if it was better to stay where I was or to make a break for it. Which one was the save button? That's the load button. I don't want to do that. That's still the load button. There we go. There's the save button. Alright. Staying in one place for too long seemed like it would be inviting trouble, so I took a deep breath and reluctantly crawled out as quietly as I could. But almost immediately, I felt something. Oh shit! Something long and thin has struck me in the back of the head. Or perhaps struck isn't the right word. There was a little force behind it, but it wasn't a hard slam, more like someone trying to get my attention.
木の棒？うん、これは
A wooden spoon?
指？
Oh. I knew I wouldn't like what I was going to see, but I had to face whatever this was, so I turned around! And there, looming over me was...
まだ残ってるの。
Are we gonna see the face?
早く帰りなさい。
Yes, please just me go! A figure was peering down at me from above the podium, with one emaciated wishbone-like finger extended toward my face. I recognized this person instantly. No doubt about it. This was the strange old woman who supposedly passed away earlier! What the... I was scared out of my mind. I tumbled the rest of the way out from under the podium and shot to my feet. A ghost! There really was a ghost in this school! My breathing was ragged and my heart was pounding so hard I thought it might explode! Plowing through all the desks in my way, I ran as fast as I could toward the classroom door. But that was as far as I could go.
どうしたの？
Oh! There, on the other side of the door, tied up against the glass, was the old woman. She was glowing bluish white, the source of the light from earlier. But how in the world did she get to the door before I did? How did she get out of the room so quickly? And position herself so perfectly to block my exit? I thought you were on my side, old lady. I felt like I was starting to hyperventilate and try as best as I could to calm my breathing as my eyes darted about the room. I need to get out of here now, to get as far away from this place as I possibly could.
前のドアから出られないとなると、外に出るには後ろのドアから出るしか。でもそうすると、廊下は前のドアにいるあの幽霊の後ろを通らないと出口にはつかない。そんなの無理。でも
I bit my lip and continued scanning the room.
何かあれに対抗できるようなものがあればいいんだけど。
Salt? I didn't have time to think carefully about it. I just had to grab something and hope for the best. There were two choices, and I had to pick one on impulse before it was too late. Back salt! Back salt! Get the salt! Get the salt!
科学の実験の時に使った塩の残りだよね。
I heard that salt was used in purification rituals, so it seemed like a natural choice.
よし、これを持っていこう。
I placed the salt in my pocket as a sort of protective charm.
怖いけど。
I knew there was going to be salt in
しか
here.
ない。
When I looked over, the spirit of the old woman was holding out her hand from the other side of the door frame. She really was trying to catch me. I wasn't just being paranoid. She was going to kill me and turn me into a ghost like her. I was convinced this had to be Yoshi, the teacher from that urban legend.
やだ、そんなの。
Bracing myself, I darted toward the door at the back end of the classroom. There wasn't a moment to lose. If I didn't act fast, I probably wouldn't be able to act at all. I threw the door open and just began running at top speed, hoping to escape behind the spirit's back. Unsurprisingly, trying to outrun a ghost proved to be a fruitless endeavor. The spirit saw me and moved at breakneck speed to intercept. I thrust my hand into my pocket and withdrew the bag of salt, then threw the entire thing directly at the old woman's face. Yeah! Take that! Take that!
いるんだ、この隙に。
Run! I ran down the hall as fast as my legs would carry me, briefly glancing over my shoulder after a moment to confirm that the spirit was still writhing. I just kept on running down that dark hallway, with nothing but adrenaline and mortal fear to keep me going. I reached the stairwell at the end of the hall and made a mad dash toward the ground level. I was determined to get out of this building alive. Finally, still moving at top speed, I reached the window door leading outside. Come on! Luckily, the malevolent spirit hadn't caught up to me yet. It actually seemed like I might be able to escape. I might actually survive this. Come on, come on.
やっとここまで。
I grabbed the handle and tried pulling it.
やだ、やだ、開かない。
Of course it's not. What do you expect?
どうしてここまで来て。どうして。開いてよ。開いてよ。
Do we have more salt?
このままじゃまたあの化け物に。なんとかしなくちゃ。なんとか。
Shit! Break the grass! Break the grass! Okay?
そうだ。
Putting my thoughts in an order, I came to the sudden realization that I was right near the umbrella cracks. Unless the spirit had taken it or something, my umbrella should still have been right where I left it. I practically tackled the rack, grabbing my umbrella in one swift motion, not from the handle, mind you, but from the top. Then, taking aim at the glass part of the door, I swung as hard as I could, smacking it with its dead center with the sturdy plastic handle. The glass wasn't going to break so easily, of course, but it did crack, giving me the impetus I need to go for a second hit. Again and again, I struck the glass. I had the umbrella gripped so tightly that the metal skeleton of the canopy was leaving indentations in my skin. I was sure there had to be a better way to do this. But I didn't have the luxury of time to figure that out what it might have been. Oh shit. Oh shit. Come on, go! Yes! You're so close! Break it! I began smacking the glass even harder, even faster. My hands were killing me. But this was my only hope of survival. Finally, after far too much effort, the glass shattered onto the floor, making one hell of a sound. Tepid air whooshing from outside. It was still pouring rain, but I was free now. Free to escape this hellhole. Go! Go! The pane I broken was on the lower half of the door, and I didn't care if I cut myself. I got down on my hands and knees and crawled like mad.
やった、もうすぐ外だ。出られる。助かった。
I felt triumphant for a brief moment. The fear was gone, and I was basking in my victory over this malevolent entity. But it didn't last long. Before I was even halfway through the door, I felt something coiling itself around my arm. With a start, I look back. Oh no. Oh no. I think I did the bad decision. A tall, shadowy figure had appeared behind me in the entranceway, and she had me in her grasp. There wasn't much more to her than an indistinct, flickering silhouette, but I could clearly see she had a broken neck. What was this different apparition? Was this a different apparition? Wow, I misread that. I'm so sorry. Her scraggly, root-like fingers were squeezing my arm with tremendous force, pushing aside muscle and tissue and pressuring right on the bone.
どこに行くの？もう少しだから待ってね。
I was shaking hysterically, and tears were streaming down my face. I was absolutely convinced that I was going to die here. I could offer no resistance. She was too strong. All I could do was plead with her. I felt like my arm would snap in two at any moment.
ずーっと一緒にいましょうね。
Let's not. She wasn't just grabbing, but twisting as well. The pain was unlike anything I ever experienced before. I couldn't think about anything else. My mind was absorbed by the unconscionable agony. Whoa! 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 I thought my arm was about to snap off, and then all of a sudden, I was whisked away. Whisked away by Suzaka.
大丈夫か?
Tsukasa, oh my gosh.
今しのごの言ってる場合じゃない。逃げるぞ。
Tsukasa was still holding on to me tightly after saving me from the brink of death. He led me back into the school at an incredible speed.
ちくしょう。なんだよさっきのは。俺は夢でも見て
He was practicing on the organ. He practically spit these words as he continued running.
どうしてここに司くんが？
He was practicing the organ. I tried to match his gait, and once we were a bit more in sync, I looked up at his face. After we reached the end of the hall, he suddenly veered into the last classroom before the stairwell, pulling me in with him.
シシド、お前怪我はないか？
大丈夫。私はもう一人で歩けるから。
ああ、悪い。
I moved away from Suzaka and almost immediately spilled onto the ground like a house of cards.
おい、大丈夫じゃないじゃん。
そうだけど、でもすぐに。
Suzaka's so dead. Suzaka's so dead! Like, he is the deadest deadest character I have ever seen in a video game. He is so dead!
無理すんなよ。
Suzaka grabbed my arm. Oh god, okay, come on. I got this. I'm almost at the end of the chapter. Come on, I can't be doing this now. Tsukasa grabbed my arm to help me up. Unfortunately, it was the arm Yoshie had been twisting.
悪い。やっぱり腕怪我してるのか。
よくわかんない。
Oh wow, it's only been 2 hours. I might have another hour recording after this part. Oops. I might be a little... Oh man, my mind's gonna be all over the place. I draped my other hand over the sore spot, where I assumed there was probably one hell of a bruise. I started rubbing it gently, but it didn't help at all.
そうか。じゃあ保健室ですぐに手当てした方がいいな。
でもそしたらまた。
あいつが来るって。
Wait, you're on the first floor, right? Just crawl out the window. Just thinking about going back out there and facing Yoshi made me shudder. I couldn't believe he was even entertaining the idea. There was the window right there.
もし仮にあいつが来ても。
You're on the first floor, right? Just go through the window.
守ってやるから。な。
You can both survive if you just crawl through the window. Tsukasa's gentle reassurance actually made me forget the pain in my arm for a moment. I had to stop myself from blushing, or try to at any rate.
怪我は一刻も早く手当てした方がいいって。まあどうせ先生なんかいないだろうけど、応急手当てくらいなら俺にだってできる。よし、行くぞ。
Tsukasa offered me his hand, and I graciously took it, squeezing it tightly as he led me back out into the hallway.
司くんの手、あったかい。
Despite the fact that nothing had really changed, I was still in just as much danger as I had been. The paralyzing fear I had been feeling was gone. If it were just me, I would have never been able to do this. I would have frozen up. But with Tsukasa leading the way, I felt like I could do anything.
シシド、少し走るけど大丈夫か
？With my blessing, Tsukasa upped his pace significantly.
もうあいつが出てきませんように。
I prayed silently for smooth sailing as I followed Tsukasa's lead.
このまま司くんと一緒にいられれば安心。
I gently squeezed his hand again, as if to reassure myself that he was still with me. I was starting to think that maybe Yoshi was gone. Maybe we thwarted her. But of course, just as I was thinking that, she made her presence known again.
なんだってんだ。出てこい。
An unearthly voice reverberated through the dark corridor. I immediately drew myself into Tsukasa's back.
もっと連れてこい。
Over Tsukasa's shoulders, I saw the same shadow-like spirit from before. It must have been waiting here to ambush us.
大丈夫。落ち着け。
The ghost was moaning and wavering before us. We'd never be able to get past it.
私のために何でもしてくれる。
おい、シシド。俺があいつを引きつけるから、その隙に走って逃げろ。
やだよ、一緒に逃げて。
Bye bye, Tsukasa.
俺には秘密兵器があるのさ。
So?
俺のばあさんからもらった形見のお守り。さっきあいつにこれを向けたら少し割り上がった。
形見のお守り？
Is it a pencil?
でも司くんやっぱり危険。
俺？まあなんとかなるだろう。
そ
待ちなさい。
We really didn't have time to be arguing. It was closing, in fact. As it did, I noticed the spirit's figure had become more defined. She was a tall, young woman, with her head turned sideways at a 90-degree angle. The tale of Yoshi suggests she fell down a flight of stairs, so a broken neck would be certainly fit.
早く走れ。
He gave my back a shove to get me started, and with no time to object, I am cautiously obliged. Tsukasa ran too, darting ahead of me for a few short moments.
おい化け物、こっちだ。
待ちなさい。
Tsukasa ran as close as he possibly could to get Yoshi's attention, then turned tail and began sprinting off in the opposite direction.
こっちだぞ、化け物。
Amazingly, it worked. The spirit began chasing Tsukasa, leaving me completely uninstructed.
どうしよう。私このまま一人逃げてもいいの？
Yes. I was torn. On the one hand, I knew that this was my best chance. I couldn't help worrying about what would happen to Tsukasa if his charm failed. I stopped for a moment and glanced over at my shoulder. He was still running, and the shadowy figure was still in hot pursuit.
いいから行けって。
He doesn't
お
have a
前が逃
charm.
げ切ったのを確認したら
He doesn't
俺
have
も
a
逃げる
charm.
からさ。
I still can't believe I fell for it. But this was right about when I realized the truth. Tsukasa had no protective charm. He just made that up so I wouldn't object too strongly to him serving as a decoy while I got away.
やっぱりダメ。
I stopped in my tracks and shouted out at the top of my lungs.
待ちなさい。ヨシエ先生。
Confused Yoshie! I wasn't sure exactly what I was getting myself into, but I had to do something, and calling the spirit's name definitely seemed to have an effect.
あなたの名前知ってるわよ。
おい、シシド。
All at once, the black figure was facing me. Though I never saw her turn around, she was flying toward me now, ignoring Tsukasa.
怖くない怖くない怖くない怖くない怖くない怖くない怖くない怖くない怖くない怖くない怖くない怖くない。
I repeated this like a mantra and stuck one hand into my pocket, grasping tightly onto the one and only item I stashed there.
お前は私を知っているのか。
私には本当にお守りが。
The pencil! Tsukasa's care, his effort, his beliefs, they're all packed into this pencil. And when you get right down to it, that's what a charm is, right? I squeezed the nubby little thing in my pocket and mentally preparing myself for the confrontation ahead. The confrontation I impulsively initiated.
シシド、逃げろ。
逃げない。私は逃げないわ。神様、どうかお願い。
Come on, come on! I close my eyes, lift my hand from my pocket, and brandish Tsukasa's pencil intently. The gauntlet had been thrown. I was putting a lot of fate into this, and I really hope I hadn't made a mistake in doing so.
私は獅子のゆい。この学校で先生を目指しているわ。
Ha ha! Yes! Yes! I opened my eyes to find that the shadowy spirit, Yoshie, had stopped dead in her tracks. Did it work? Was Tsukasa's pencil keeping this vengeful soul at bay?
私の代わりはいらない。死ね。
Suddenly, I was whisked off my feet and slammed against the ceiling.
シシド。
Come on, pencil work! I could see him down below. He was staring up at me and desperately leaping. He was trying to catch me, I suppose, even though he knew he would never reach. I called out to him over and over again, in my mind. If he could get away, if he could survive this ordeal, then it would all have been worth it. Yoshie was drawing near, and I was helplessly pinned to the ceiling. I had no chance at all. There was no doubt in my mind that my life was over. I clung to the relief that I felt at Tsukasa's safety. It was the only thing keeping me from losing my head entirely. Then, all at once, the situation took a complete 180. It was like a miracle. The old lady's coming to help! Before I had any idea what was happening, I found myself bathed in a gentle light. Haha! Yes! Yes! Come on.
ばあちゃん。
守ってやれんですまんな。せめてこれ以上邪術が拡大せぬこと。
It was the old woman who had collapsed in front of my house. She was standing down below me, enveloped in a warm glow. How do you like that? Yes! The black shadow lunged toward her. Then there was a horrific noise, and the old woman was gone. And just like that, I fell to the ground. Whatever Yoshi had done to me, the woman must have nullified it. That must have been why she came to me this morning, and why she had come again now. I felt like I was going to faint. Tsukasa ran to my side and gently scooped me off the ground into his arms. Yoshi's spirit was gone. She'd vanished along with the light. Around us now, the only sound was the pitter-patter of raindrops on the school roof.
Oi! Shizuto! Shizuto!
I'm fine, you idiot! I suffered quite a bump on the head from my fall and was decidedly disoriented, but I still had enough sense to put my arms around Tsukasa's neck.
Baga! 逃げろって言ったのに。
ごめん。でも。
I wanted to protect you. I couldn't bear the thought of losing you, is what I wanted to say. But instead, I just passed out in his arms. I felt as though I was waking from a long, horrible dream.
おい、大丈夫か？
I thought Tsukasa was dead, but he is definitely alive.
おい、シシド？
Congrats, Tsukasa, you survived! And he was a good boy the whole time. I thought he was going to be a bad boy, but he's a good boy.
本当に大丈夫か？見ればわかるだろ。学校の保健室だって。
保健室。
It occurred to me to look at my surroundings. Probably something I should have done before asking about them. But in my defense, I was out cold. Beige walls, pink curtains, white beds with solid blue covers. This was indeed the school infirmary, no doubt about it.
どうして？
どうしてもこうしても、お前があんなところで倒れてたから、ここに連れてきてやったんじゃん。
あんなところ？
おいおい、まだ具合悪いんじゃないのか？肛門だよ、肛門。
肛門に？ そこに
Things altered.
そうだけど。
私確かに学校の中でヨシエさんから逃げて。
He doesn't remember.
そうだ、腕を怪我して。腕なんともない。
Yep,
はあ？
she's the only one who remembers.
夢だったの？うん、そんなはずない。だって本当に痛くて死んじゃいそうだったのに。
ああ、まあ、
His
なんか
mind was
変
altered.
だけど、とにかく無事でほっとしたよ。こういうのって虫の知らせって言うんだな。 なんとなく気になってお前ん家に行ったら、お前のお母さんに学校に行ったって聞いてな。そしたらあんなところに倒れてるんだもんな。
司くん、
まあとりあえず詳しい話は後で聞くからさ。ちょっと待ってな。
Come on! Come on!
司
Get the drink! Coffee a lot! Coffee ou light? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm just gonna say coffee a lot like I've been.
宍戸さん、目
Oh!
が覚めたのね。
先生、
驚いたわよ。三國くんが
I didn't know the nurse was still
私を
there.
呼びに来るんだもの。私が到直でよかったわね。
Cutie. Hmm.
ご迷惑をおかけしてすみません。
それはいいのよ。でもあなたずいぶんうなされていたから悪い夢でも見てたんじゃない？
悪い夢？
She's the only one that remembers. Just like everyone forgot all the people who were killed in Hope's Peak. She's the only one who remembers the attack from Yoshie Shinozaki.
そうだ。やっぱりきっと悪い夢なんだ。昼間に怖い話とか聞いちゃったし。
ともかくもう大丈夫？
はい。
そう、よかったわ。
The nurse smiled cheerfully and disappeared behind the partitioning curtain. Letting out a sigh, I lay myself down on the bed once more. It was dead silent. The rain must have let up. The only sound I heard was an occasional cough from the nurse, who was otherwise going about her business quietly.
そういえばペンケース。
I thrust my hands into my pockets, not really expecting to find it, but
ちゃんとある。
the pen case, complete with Sukasa's pencil, talisman inside, was present and accounted for. Which meant that
私、やっぱり教室には行ったんだ。やっぱり夢じゃない。
おーい。
you have it. Come on, cafe a lot, cafe a lot.
司くん、おかえり。
I was still trying to remember exact details about what happened when I unexpectedly felt something cold pressed against my cheek.
これって。
お前うなされてただろ。汗もかいてたし、喉乾いたんじゃないかなと思ってさ。ほら、コーヒー牛乳。
Yes! Yes! Cafe a lot!
ありがとう。
Tsukasa went out of his way to buy this just for me. It was a lovely gesture. How could I possibly refuse?
お前さ、明日というかもう今日か。推薦の試験だろ。何時からだ
9時。
あと4時間か。
Oh shit!
もう無理だよ今日は。
I'd been put through hell on earth. Taking a test was the furthest thing from my mind. I was in tears, and I had no idea why. Maybe it was because I was just so relieved, so glad to be alive.
よし。なあ、宍戸。起きれるか？ちょうどいいから、お前にいいもの見せてやるよ。
いいもの？
Oh no, he's gonna show her spot.
Oh.
His spot, his shirt, his spot, not her spot.
むしろ、お前には見てほしいんだ。
うん。
My nose was still running, but my heart felt a lot lighter. I no longer felt threatened by this school. I was comfortable and safe. The two of us left the nurse's office, with Suzuka in the lead. With Tsukasa in the lead. And even though I was holding a cold coffee in my hand, I felt warm all over. Neither of us said a thing as he led me through the empty halls It occurred to me that when we last saw one another, I was mad at him.
ほらシシド着いたぞ。
ここって渡り廊下？
まあまあもうすぐだからちょっと待てよ。
It's sunrise.
もうすぐ？
I had no idea what I was looking for. I just kept staring at him, but his eyes were fixed on the window leading out into the walkway. As I gazed upon him in profile, I felt my heart skip a beat.
昨日のこと謝らなくちゃいけない。
But I just wasn't sure what to say. I let my feelings get the better of me, and reprimanded him for behavior that was, at least at the time, entirely reasonable. There was more to it than that, though. There was one particular reason, more than any other, that made it hard for me to think of the words to say here. He and I had run from Yoshi together. We escaped her wrath against insurmountable odds. And what if that wasn't really all just a dream?
お出てきたぞ。
Sunrise! Sunrise! Come on! Sunrise! I follow Tsukasa's pointing finger, and...
朝日、
Aw.
すごい、
Aw.
す
俺ここでよく
This
夕日を眺めてるんだけど
I
さ。
love this.
朝日もいいもんだな。
ごい、綺麗だよ。街がオレンジに染まっていく。
お元気出てきたな。
ここって司くんの言ってた例の場所だよね。
おう、うん。
今まで絶対に教えてくれなかったのに、どうして今日はその教えてくれるの？
別になんとなく。
なんとなくって。
I could think of a reason, but I didn't say anything. It just seemed kind of far-fetched to me. If I were misinterpreting him, I had to be very embarrassed. He couldn't possibly, could he? My face felt kind of warm. I placed the sweaty Cafe au lait can on my cheek and sighed softly.
どうした？顔赤いぞ。
そう？
まだ具合悪いんじゃないのか？
そんなことないよ。
Oh, her face is red because of a different reason.
ほら、朝日が赤い線。
ああ、なるほどな。
Boys can be so dense sometimes.
試験頑張れよ。今からすぐ戻って準備すりゃ間に合うだろ。
ありがとう。司くんのそれ好き。
え？
それとあとごめんね。
なんで謝るんだよ。
いや、その昨日ほらなんかちょっと気まずくなっちゃったし、七不思議の話して。
ああ、そんなこともあったっけ？
そんなこともって私は結構気にしてたんだけどな。
女子はほんと細かいこと気にするよな。俺は全然何とも思ってなかったのに。
そっか。
I let out another sigh and turned back toward the morning sun, stretching my arms skyward as a sun wave exhaustion overcame me. The day got brighter bit by bit, and I just stood there, silently trying to piece together all the jumbled thoughts rattling around in my head. I was running away from Yoshie, and Tsukasa was with me. Then I was saved by the old woman.
やっぱり夢だよね。あんなの。
As the bright rays of the sun washed over me, I felt new life and new hope welling up from within, and I finally came to terms with those horrid events. Most likely, I got the pancakes without incident, but then on my way back, something hit my head and knocked me out. That would be just my luck.
あ、ちょっとシシド、動くなよ。 そのままそのまま。
I didn't know what he was planning to do, but he was staring right at me. It felt kind of like he was staring into my soul. And then, slowly, Tsukasa drew his face toward mine.
これって？
獅子堂。
嘘？何？これ？
I shut my eyes. I was ready for this. Or maybe I just didn't want to look. But the next sensation I felt wasn't quite the one I was expecting.
獅子堂、これ大丈夫か？
He grabbed my arm for some reason and was staring down at it intently.
何よ紛らわしいな。で、やだ、何これ。
Turns out he was just concerned by the strange bruise I had apparently received, which had momentarily become visible when I raised my arms. It was right around my elbow. Right where Yoshi had grabbed me in my dream.
痛そうだな。
全然痛くないけど。
けど？
なんでもないよ。
Give me a wry smile. I gently pulled my arm from his grip.
ねえ、司くん。
ん？
帰る前に一つお願いがあるんだけど。
なんだよ。
手繋いでもいい？
手？
うん、手。ダメかな。なんでという彼の言葉にはなんとなくと答えた。そっと指先を掴んだだけの軽いものだったけど、初めて私はお互いの心がつながっているのを感じた気がして、とても嬉しかったのを覚えている。
What's happening now? Are we gonna... Yep, we're going back to her in Satoshi! Oh, this is gonna be a little bit awkward as soon as she wakes up to see her student cooking for her in her kitchen. When she was totally out cold earlier, she wakes up to her student cooking!
ゆい先生、ゆい先生ゆい先生ってば。
I knew I heard that voice before, but who wasn't? Was I just dreaming again? I still felt like I was holding Tsukasa's hand, though.
ゆい先生って手。
That's his leg.
やっと起きた。
あら？え？持田くん？
そうだよ、持田聡だよ。
I was still dazed. I had no idea what was going on. All I knew was that one of my students, Satoshi Mochida, was here, and he looked concerned.
ゆい先生、いい加減手を。
え？あら！
I finally realized what he was talking about. I was holding Mochida's hand in my arm and squeezing it awfully tightly.
やだ！ごめんなさい。私したら。
いいけどさ、ゆい先生、結構握力強いんだな。
I like how he's still holding Mana in his
私は
arms.
か弱く儚い美少女として巷に名を馳せたものだけど。
それどこから突っ込んでいいの？
Whoa, whoa. Are you guys seeing that? There's a bruise on her bicep. Bruise on her bicep.
手厳しいわね。
Mochida was a good student. He and I got along well, and we were already falling back into our usual pattern of good nature ribbing. Except,
ちょっと待って。どうして持田くんがうちにいるの？
それさっき話したじゃん。
え？
はあ、その調子じゃ何も覚えてないんでしょ。
何も？
My favorite
さっき俺
song.
の作ったおかゆ食って薬飲んでまた寝たじゃないか。その時話したのに本当に綺麗さっぱり覚えてない？
全然。
笑えないよ。もう
Mochida sighed and pointed at the table.
あれ、山崎先生からの届け物。
もしかしてわざわざそれを届けに来てくれたの？
そうだよ。そしたらゆい先生があんまりにひどい状態だったから飯作って。キッチン借りていいって言ったのはモネだから。
そっか、モネちゃんがね。
I stroked Bonnet's neck, and he lied down contentedly on my futon. Such a pretty kitty. I was getting kind of wrapped up in petting him. I was getting kind of wrapped up in petting him, as I often did. I almost forgot Mochito was here, until he let out a huge sigh.
ゆい先生、玄関の鍵は閉めないと不用心だよ。
あら、開いてた？
うん。
That's how I got in.
今回ばかりは開いてて助かったけど、でも今後はちゃんと閉めないとダメだからな。
気をつけるわ。
なんで笑うの？
持田くん、私のお母さんみたいだから。
うわ、複雑。
I didn't mean to laugh. I must have seemed kind of deranged, but I could always blame it on the fever. Mochida looked at me and let out another sigh. My poor sense of humor must have been getting to him. Oh, he sighed for me.
だいぶ元気になってきたみたいでよかったよ。
そうみたい。
結構寝てたもんな、ゆい先生。
そうね。確か今朝風邪でめまいがして、学校にお休みの電話をして、モネちゃんのご飯を用意して、そこから先の記憶がないのよね。
あれ、コンビニ行ったんじゃないの？
コンビ
ニ？うん。冷却シートと弁当があって、ほらこれ。レシートの時間。今朝になってるけど。
本当だ。
もしかしてゆい先生、コンビニ行ったこと覚えてないの？うわー、もうしっかりしてくれよ。まさかパジャマで出かけたりしてないよな？
そんなことはないと思うけど。
どうかな。笑ってごまかさない。
ごめん。持田くん、私のことずっと看病してくれてたの？
Yes.
うん。
そう。遅くまでごめんなさいね。
It was already past 10 o'clock in the evening. Oh god! 10 o'clock in the evening? Holy shit! Mochida, dude, Yuka's gonna be so worried for you. I couldn't believe Mochida had been with me this whole time. I felt both guilty and grateful. And I definitely gained a new respect for him. Okay, well, Mochida must have been really concerned for Shishido, so I can understand that.
まだちょっと残ってるから腹減ったら食べてよ。あとそれからこれ。
スーパーの袋？
冷蔵庫を見たら何もなかったからさ、ついでに買っておいたよ。
Oh my gosh. Mochida's such a good boy. The bag was quite heavy. Inside it was a bottle of orange juice, some bananas, canned peaches, apples, and other assorted fruits.
これ
風邪の時ってビタミンを取るといいんだろう。それ食べて早く良くなってよ。
持田くん。
That much fruit couldn't have come cheap, especially for a high schooler. I considered offering to pay him back, but decided against it. I knew he wouldn't take my money, and besides, I really appreciated the fact that he'd gone to all this trouble for me. I'd return the favor another time. If it ever seemed like he was going to be staying late after school, maybe I'd buy him dinner. Or I could help him with preparations for the school festival.
じゃあ俺帰るよ。
あ、大丈夫？道わかるかしら？なんなら途中まで見送りに行くわよ。
大丈夫だよ。ゆい先生はおとなしく寝てて。まだ本調子じゃないんだし。第一、夜道を女の人一人で歩くなんて危険だよ。
持田くんは優しいね。そういうとこキュンとしちゃう。
あれそういうこと俺に言っていいの？
なんで？
Mochida and I joked like this a lot. Usually it made him blush and get adorably embarrassed. Not today. Today he just grinned sheepishly, with a mischievous glint in his eyes. I didn't quite get it. What was his angle?
司くんって誰？先生の恋人？
どうしてそれ？
ゆい先生寝てるときずっとその人のこと呼んでたよ。うなされながら何度も司くん司くんって。誰なんだよ。
That crafty Mochida had turned the tables on me. And how embarrassing to know that I'd been calling Tsukasa's name.
それは。
I hesitated to answer for a moment. Then I figured, what the hell? Why not?
司くんはね、私の初恋の人。
その様子。
Oh shit, did I unplug my headphones? Shit! Oops! 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 Oops, that was it. Oh fuck. There we go. We're back. And the recorder froze. Ah, crap. It froze. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh great. Okay, there we go. The end's back. Okay. I broke everything, but everything's now fixed. Let's end this episode of Course Party right now before I do anything else on my poor computer. I'm sorry.
だって
Oh boy.
先生さっきすごかったよ。俺のこと司って人と間違えてたでしょ。
やだ。
ゆい先生、顔赤いよ。
これは熱のせいよ、きっと。
まあいいや。そういうことにしてあげる。
もうあんまり大人をからかわないで。
だってこんなゆい先生めったに見れないからさ。
I wasn't sure he was ever going to give me the full story of all the embarrassing things I'd done in my fever's days. And maybe it was better that he didn't. Either way, I was in his debt. So he could tease me all he wanted. Just this once.
やばい。そろそろ帰らないと。ゆかがカンカンだ。
今日はありがとね。もう暗いから気をつけて帰るのよ。
はーい。それじゃあ先生、食事をきちんととって頑張って早く治してくれよ。
頑張る。
ファイト
Fight the good fight!
いいからな、
man.
持田くんは。いかんいかん。あの子は生徒だぞ。おいで、マネちゃん。一緒に寝ようか。
Are we gonna get a good ending for once for a course party?
会いたいな、司くん。
Oh my god. No way! Is this a good ending? Oh my god! We have a good ending for once! Oh my god! We had a good ending! Even though I know what happens to Mishishino in the end. But, oh! Oh, yes! Okay, I don't like the sound of purgatory, but who cares? Oh my gosh! Yes! Yes! Oh! Oh, yes! Achievement unlocked. Fever dreams. Yes! Woo! This is a victory! We finally have a good ending! Oh my gosh, and Tsukasa is alive. When I thought he was dead, I thought Tsukasa was gonna be a bad guy, a ghost, and dead. But he was none of those! He was a good boy till the very end, and lived! Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh! I hope you all liked this video. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you all next time. I'll see you all next time. Mikhail!
OK OK